Hi there, I'm Felèsha Love, host of the My Spirit Fitness Wellness Moment shows, airing now on Jam 98 Music for Your Soul. You can check them out daily. We've got tips and tools that'll help you on this brand new journey that we're talking about now. I invite you to join us for the Healing the Heart Challenge. I've been doing this for businesses, higher education, fitness clubs, you name it, for decades now. All things wellness. If you know anything about me, no matter what I'm doing in life, wellness is at the core of everything that I do, and every talk, and every speech, and every lecture. I figure out a way to hook wellness into it because I think it is the core of our growth in life. And I can't tell you how many adults that I have known and met who are stunted with emotional intelligence. And it's just kind of my way of helping people to see things in a more expanded way. It's not to say that I'm perfect and I'm a guru or anything like that. I am just very passionate, obsessed with helping people find ways to heal their heart and mind, body and spirit. And there's one thing that we don't talk about enough, and that is our feelings and how to manage our emotions and what's toxic, what's not. And if you find yourself overwhelmed, where that's coming from, what energy are you feeling? How do you get rid of that energy? For me, my go-to is always walking and fitness. If you don't listen to anything else I say, walking and fitness. But that's how you can move your energy. But anyway, today is December 1st, 2025, and I invite you to the Healing the Heart Challenge. Now, let me tell you what you're in store for. First of all, you can follow me free on Jam 98 Music for Your Soul for those daily tips, okay? Second, you can follow me free on Patreon. I'm building a community, and thanks to modern technology, there are ways to do this, to create a platform for like minds. So you can join free, and in doing so, you'll get videos, you'll get my blog, you'll get scheduled workshops coming up very soon as well. So make sure you do that, Patreon, and listen to Jam 98 Music for Your Soul. And the last thing is I'll do signups. So once you join Patreon, you'll instantly be on my mailing list, and I will let you know when I'm doing these workshops. So the workshops will not be, for the public. It is just for that Patreon community. And listen, if you're in your own little silo, trying to deal with breakups or trying to deal with toxic working environments, or you've just gotten laid off and you're trying to figure out what's next in life, or the stuff that we're dealing with socially, economically, politically, I wasn't ready for that at all. But there are a lot of emotions and a lot of, groundedness, I think, that we need to start cultivating, because as things happen, it can blindside you if you're not grounded. And I really believe that community is a way to be grounded. So join me beginning today, December 1st, for the Healing the Heart Challenge. And I want to give a shout out to my brother. Yeah, he's my favorite person. He really is. This is my lucky shirt, so I figured I would launch it with family, even though he's way in Chicago, and invite you along for an extraordinary journey. It is time to breathe again, feel freedom again, stop boxing things in, stop being afraid to communicate, learn different ways to communicate. And Lord knows there are a gazillion ways to do it. but do we practice it? Sometimes we're so emotional, we don't know the right words. And sometimes communities like this, especially, I've noticed in my workshops over the years, when you hear people with, sometimes you hear it differently. You know this information, but you hear it differently. Somebody will say something and you're like, no, I knew that. Why am I not doing it? So another reason why I'm doing this is because America has an epidemic, and the epidemic is loneliness. It's loneliness. So we need communities like this to nurture us and help us figure out what's next. All right, so what's next? I will see you on another video every week. I'll also do some lives, and I want to make sure that you're on my mailing list so that you can get my blog. So sometimes some of the things that I'll talk about, you might, who knows, you might want to write it down. So this will help you along, give you some ways to digest the information, the thoughts, and some of the research that I come up with. It'll all be in my blog. You'll be able to click it and go to it and check out some of the things that I'm making reference to. Let me see, is there something else?
There is more to wellness than diet and exercise. Much more. Join the journey to better quality of life. Here's today's MySpiritFitness Wellness Moment with your host, Felèsha Love.
Thank you for going on this journey with me to heal the heart this holiday season. There are 4 things I want us to concentrate on. I really love the recommendations from this Harvard article that I read not long ago from the Harvard Graduate School of Education. Okay, here we go. Number 1, reach out to family and friends. Number 2, learn to love myself. That's a big one. Number 3, learn more about forgiving others. And 4, find ways to help others. Some of these suggestions may be easier than others, and there may be a few that you absolutely flat out refuse to do, and that's fine. But I challenge you to at least try. It's one thing to make a recommendation. It's something totally different to go through the process. There's great news. You don't have to go at it alone. You can join me on Patreon free and join my free workshop, Healing the Heart. Not only can I share transformative strategies from my book, Brave Leap to Freedom, I can assure you that I've been teaching for decades and spent some time in higher learning. I've also traveled all over the country teaching mind-body wellness tips and tools, and you'll have me all to yourself for this special holiday edition of Healing the Heart. Be sure to join free on Patreon.
My Spirit Fitness, covering all corners of wellness to help you balance career and family, relationships, and quality life. Thank you for liking, following, sharing, Google Plusing, watching, and listening to My Spirit Fitness. See what's new and answer today's wellness poll. Log on to MySpiritFitness.com.
You're listening to the only wellness feature you'll ever need, the MySpiritFitness Wellness Moment with Felèsha Love. Wellness for work, life, and love.